Hi guys, it's Fana, and thank you so much for watching. So, I have been really busy and have been unable to record a lot of YouTube videos, so I apologize in advance. Like I said in my New Year's picture, I have recently had a lot of stuff going on in my private life, in addition to school starting back up and just life craziness in general. But I felt like I should and wanted to make a Valentine's Day illustration of my boyfriend and I. We go to school together, and he is absolutely amazing. Since being with him, I am the happiest that I've been in years. He has had a wonderful impact on my life, and I just wanted to show that to him through this picture. He knows my feelings towards him, but he gets all psyched and like flips out over the little in-class doodles and like little chibis that I make. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how he reacts to this, and the fact that I was able to make a video. And I'm a little nervous that I'm recording a voiceover for this because I'm gonna ramble and he's gonna watch it, and it's gonna be interesting, which is one of the reasons why I think I'm gonna upload this the day after Valentine's Day, just so that I can give him this physical copy and then the digital file, and then I'll have the video up, because I know he follows some of my accounts, and he keeps threatening to like marathon all my YouTube videos, which don't really want that to happen and him to see this before I give him everything. But my game plan is to make him cry. But anyway, he sits like this on his bed quite a bit, and because he is tall and I'm usually sitting in like the middle of the bed, and when he has his head in my lap, his legs go way past the edge of the bed because of where we're sitting. So generally when we're sitting on his bed and he has his head in my lap like so, his legs are up against the wall. So that's why his legs are randomly in the air for very weird reasons. But yeah, I thought this kind of embodied our relationship, this pose, because he absolutely loves his hair to be played with, and he's not subtle when he wants me to run my hands through his hair. You think you're smooth, babe, but you're really, really not, and he knows that as well. I must say that this is one of my favorite illustrations that I've done in a very long time. At first I did it, and then I had just the normal base colors. I was like, oh, well, I kind of like it just plain and simple as is. But then as time went on, I was like, well, let me start shading and see what happens. And then my roommate, who is also very good friends with my boyfriend and his roommate, the four of us hang out quite a bit, she kept like running past and be like, oh my god, he looks so good, you guys look so good, he's gonna love it. And then she would like run off, and then she drug my other roommate in, and they were all like going off about it. And so I was like, well, maybe I should like try shading, see how it works, see what I can do. And then I did, and then I just kept shading, and then it turned into this illustration. It's so funny, like, people just, like, coming up and be like, is that him? Is that you? I'm like, yeah, trying. I had a lot of difficulty with his face because I wanted to, like, try and get his features down. And my roommate kept like, running past and being like, his beard needs to be more full than that, and this and that. And I'm like, girl, I'm working on it. I like, it's not done. Like, calm down, why don't you? It's just hard. It was very hard working on this because I didn't have time to work on this because I only get to see him in the evenings, very late evenings. I have school all day. And then other obligations like meetings and work and just all this kind of stuff. And then when we're both out of classes and when we're done all our meetings and this and that, I'm with him, which means I can't work on this. So I had to do a couple very late, like 3 a.m. kind of nights because, girl has like other stuff to do, but also has stuff for significant others, and I'm not complaining though. It was totally worth it. I think the end result looks great. I'm very, very happy with it, and we'll see how it goes. It's actually kind of funny having a significant other because like all time management skills that I've ever had have gone completely out the window. It was one thing where like during breaks when I lived at home and I had the chance to like just like texting and this and that, and I wasn't actually like physically there, I could do all my own stuff and still like just talk to him. But now that we're back at school, we try to spend as much of our free time together as possible, and which neither one of us have much or any free time. So trying to figure out like what to do, like you have to have a social life, and then you have to spend time with your significant other, and then you have to have school, and then you have to have a job, and then you have to have work, and it's just like the learning curve. It's just intense, and it's like, babe, I love you, but I have to do other things. What's awesome about it is that we both understand this. We understand that we each have previous obligations, and also we're at school to learn, and we're at school to, like, we're paying for an education. So yes, being together and spending time together is great, but most of our like quality time is us just doing schoolwork in the same room with the rest of our friends. And that's what's great about it. We just appreciate being together. Doesn't matter what we're doing. Like, we can't go on our Valentine's Day date until over a week after Valentine's Day. And that's okay. And that's one of the things I really, really appreciate about our relationship, is because we understand. It's not controlling, and it's not obsessive, and it's not, where are you at this time? It's just, when can I see you? I can only see you for an hour, or I can only grab dinner with everyone. That's okay. See you then. It's like, enjoy the time that you do have together, and don't obsess over what's the other one doing, this and that. It's just go with the flow. And I know that we both appreciate it. I love just sitting with our friends and watching a movie, and then him and I just talking, having very long, very deep conversations that just open our hearts to one another. And you find out a lot about one another when you just talk and you listen, which I feel like a lot of relationships don't do that kind of stuff. You don't communicate. And the biggest part of a relationship is communication. If you don't like something, tell your partner. If you're upset about something, talk to your partner. It's ups and downs, hills and valleys. You have to help each other through stuff. Because your significant other, like when they say your partner, that's exactly it. They're your partner in life. And that's important. just looking at this illustration and seeing if there's anything that I missed. Like, I purposely did not color the socks, or did not shade the socks. The reason for that is because they're both so dark to begin with. We're both wearing black socks. I just was wearing more of, I have little swan socks, so I made sure to incorporate those into this illustration. But, like, it was just difficult at times. As you guys can see, I tried really hard to incorporate all our little quirks and mannerisms into this, like, clothes that we have, and, like, my nail polish, and, like, the different skin tones, and his handkerchief, and I end up adding in his grandfather's dog tags, and just, like, little details here and there that make this us. This comes up much later in the illustration, but, well, I think I'm titling this video this, but anyway, my favorite nickname for him is Starboy. I know it's very cheesy, but I'm not the one who gave him that nickname. That was my friend, which I kind of just took the nickname and made it my own, because we did not realize this I did not realize this at the beginning of our relationship, or when we started talking, if you will, that stars are very important in both of our lives. And when I found out that he likes to go outside to look at the stars whenever he's worried or anxious, it made me just feel like, happy inside. Like there's someone that appreciates and sees, well, very punny, but sees the light of the world that I see. And it's beautiful, and that they appreciate. One of my kind of a date, I don't know if it counts as a date, not really. We went and saw this big supermoon lunar eclipse kind of thing, and it was very cold and very early, and then it turned into like a photo shoot, which has some amazing pictures of the two of us. So yeah, he is my Starboy. It's just, I'm very happy in my life right now. Yes, my life is just as stressful. Yes, my life is just as busy. But with him in it, it just makes it that much more special. I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to do the background, because I was like, should we do it as like a room or the bed where his feet are actually like propped up against something or whatnot. But then I realized that, you know what, he's my Starboy, and let's do like a galaxy kind of thing. So I love how the background turned out. I also really am proud of how his jeans turned out. I really like how the texture is. But, again, this is a illustration that has a lot of emotion in it for me, and I really do love how it turned out, and I really hope that he does, and I really hope that you like it as well. But I think we are coming to an end. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. I hope you have a phenomenal day. I hope you have a phenomenal Valentine's Day with your loved ones, which can be your friends, your family, or a significant other. And keep being extraordinary. Bye!